once felt. I'm done with the defense. Drove back and climbed over your fence. Had to show you that I was a mess.
Hello my friends and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be giving my kitchen a major deep clean. So if you are looking for some major cleaning motivation and need a video to watch, this one is definitely for you. Or if you just need an inspiration to get started, make sure you watch this video, give it a thumbs up, and let me know down in the comments what your deep cleaning kitchen looks like. And without further ado, we are going to get started.
So you were shrugging your shoulders and closed off. That's what I told you. Soon enough, everything.
I typically wipe my cupboards throughout the week several times just because they are white and everything shows. I did, however, go a little bit extra this time and going into all the little crevices of that little mission style design on them. To do that, I did put a butter knife, wrapped it just one layer over it just so it doesn't scratch, and got right into the tip of points of that those drawers. That helped to get any dust that had settled in the corners. I am just using a method all-purpose cleaner. However, I did find that it was leaving a bit of streaks. So if you happen to have an MDF kitchen, because that's what all these new white kitchens are now, that you're painting, they're having painted, they recommend to go with MDF instead of wood because the wood separates where it's painted and then you end up having gaps. It's what I was told. So I am finding that it does leave little streaks, the method all-purpose cleaner. So if you have this type of a kitchen, let me know what you use to clean the cupboards. The island is oak, so I was using the method wood cleaner, and I was contemplating about using that on here as well and see what happens. Let me know if you have tried that. And I always start with my cupboards whenever I am cleaning my kitchen, deep cleaning my kitchen.
Started to change. 'Cause there's no going back. No going back, there's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights. Riding on the dizzying heights. Like nothing could stop us. Sunsets, remember the colors. They were wrong, it was way more than a dream. We climbed up, yeah, over the hillside. So right, we stood there all wide-eyed. You and I, floating on air in my mind. 'Cause there's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights.
Whenever I'm recording deep cleaning, it does take me about an hour and a half to get this kitchen cleaned from start to finish. I am opening and closing the door about a gazillion times through my cleaning as well, which I'm sure adds time to it.
back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights. I'm standing
I was doing a few extra things today as well because this was the weekend before I started my home daycare. So I wanted to give it a really, really good deep cleaning. Just not sure when I was going to get to doing a full deep clean like this. Again, until I figure out my routines and all the things I have to do, it's going to be a little bit wonky as how things get cleaned. So I wanted to have it as clean as possible this time. I typically do have to clean these baseboards right here because this is where one of the dog's food bowls goes and the other one is on the other side. So I'm always dusting and cleaning this as well as their little trays. So once I was done that, I moved on to my stools over on the other side and did the same thing. I dusted them and I also used a leather cleaner for the seats. And then I proceeded in cleaning my island.
There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying high.
So I had the dishwasher running already, so I just had few dishes I wanted to wash up, and I also wanted to get rid of the fresh flowers. I tell you, those flowers are going to be the end of me. Every other week, my daughter gets fresh flowers from her boyfriend, and as sweet as I think that is, they just tend to sit there on my counter, and I'm not a fan. I know that a lot of people love fresh flowers, but I am just not a fan. So it drives me a little crazy, and I have taken them into her room, which I know she's going to bring them back down because she doesn't want them in her room either. But I just thought I'd let you guys know I'm not a fan of fresh cut flowers in a vase unless they are out of my garden.
Time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time.
I'm sure most of you are familiar with this method of cleaning the microwave, but in case if you're not, I put a glass safe bowl full of water, turn on the microwave for about 5 minutes. You can probably do it for a little less. I just do it while I do something else, and then I turn it off, and then all the stuff that's stuck on it loosens up from the steam, and it works every time.
For sure. Just thought I should let you know. Yeah, now, no, it's no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I love you the most.
I have so much stuff on the counter that I need to put away because I already shared this video. I was decluttering some of my drawers and switching stuff around, so I took some stuff out and needed to declutter. Some stuff needed to go into a different area. They didn't belong in the junk drawer. I had a large drawer for a junk drawer and I switched it up for a small one. There was absolutely no need to have the biggest drawer that I have used as a junk drawer. It's utilized a lot better for something else. If you have missed that video, I will link it in the description at the end of the video, so that way you can check it out if you want to. And of course, every time I try and do a voiceover, my dog decides to drink water and it sounds like somebody's bathing right beside me.
Thought we had it covered. Was gonna patch up all the scars, but we smashed up all the parts. Oh na na na. Always knew that you were stubborn, but didn't know it'd be so hard.
In my old kitchen, I used to have a wood hood, and when we were redesigning our kitchen, I really wanted something different. I was either gonna go with like a copper hood or a stainless steel hood. I didn't want to have a wood hood, especially not the one that's kind of built in and attached with the cupboards. If I would have went with a wood hood, I would have gone with a freestanding one. But we had come across this fan. It wasn't cheap, but the salesman gave us a pretty good deal on it because we were buying all the other appliances. And let me tell you guys, it works so much better than the fan that was in the wood hood. That one was, even though we paid extra as an upgrade for that wood hood, the fan that they put in, I'm pretty sure was just the cheapest fan they could find because the builder just included it with the hood. So it never really worked properly. And then when we did open up the kitchen when we were demoing it, it turns out the birds had nested inside the pipe and actually made holes in it, so it wasn't even venting properly. So having this hood now, it just makes such a difference when I'm cooking, especially when I'm cooking curries or with lots of onion. It just takes all that smell out. I am so happy that we had splurged a little bit on a better hood and gotten something that works so well. I'm always so particular with my house smelling like food, and this has definitely eliminated that.
To figure out who you really are. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought.
And as far as my stove goes, let me tell you guys, I am so happy with it. It works so good. The oven works so well, both convect and normal. I love having the 6 burners, even though I had proven my husband several times already when he said that I will never use all 6 burners. But when I'm cooking Sunday lunches or Saturday dinners, where we cook a lot of different meals and stuff like that, different sides and stuff like that, it does get used quite a bit. And as far as this fridge goes, I do love the look of it. I love the way I am able to organize it inside as well. It just feels so good to have a proper working fridge, because if you've been following along, you know why I have a new kitchen. It's because my old fridge flooded my old kitchen. And I'm not afraid to say I will never own a Samsung kitchen appliance ever, because I had nothing but problems from the beginning with that fridge.
Should let you know that no, it's no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I loved you the most. Now I thought I should let you know that no, it's no more. We don't know, no, it's no more. We don't know, no, it's no more. We don't know, no, it's no more, no, no.
And I have talked about this in my last video about having my big farmhouse sink. I absolutely love having, this is the cast iron enameled one. It is cooler, and it's has a lifetime warranty for scratches and dings, I think it is. But I love the way it looks. I think it complements the kitchen so much, but let me tell you, it is a pain in the butt to keep clean. If you pour coffee on it and you don't rinse it off, it will leave a stain. Now, the stains do come off. They come off with creamy Vim with bleach, or which I use most of the time, is a Norwex paste, and that works amazing. But the amount of stuff that constantly shows up in it, it is so weird. Like I always think, oh my gosh, my stainless steel must have been disgusting because I'm always cleaning this thing. And because you can see it all the time.
We don't know, no us no more. We don't know, no us no more. We don't know, no us no more. No, no, yeah. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. We keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. And now, no one's
For my quartz countertop, I use the granite cleaner from Method, and I love, actually that's a granite polisher. I'm all out of granite cleaner, but for cleaning it, I do like using the granite cleaner. I don't use it every single day, but I would probably say about 3 times a week. Otherwise, I just use a Norwex a rag, or Envirocloth, or I just use the all-purpose cleaner from Method to clean the counters on a regular daily basis. And then when I want to give the counter a really good streak-free finish, cleaning finish, I use the polish.
I got so high on a hill. That's when I loved you the most. No, I thought I should let you know. No, no us no more. We don't know, no us no more. We don't know, no us no more. We don't know, no us no more. No, no. We don't know, no us no more. We don't know, no us no more. We don't know, no us no more. No, no. Yeah. Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around. But there's something about you.
To finish up the deep cleaning, I'm going to give my floor a good vacuuming, and then I'm going to also wash it. I am in such a need of a new vacuum. This is a Dyson, I think it's V10. And it's literally falling apart everywhere. I have overused this thing for sure. I'm looking at Dyson again, but I am considering the Tonico, I think that's what it's called. So if you happen to have one, can you please let me know your opinions on it? Do you think it's worth it? I know it is a bit cheaper than the Dyson, but I've heard people have good experience with it, but I would like to know if you guys have one and what you guys think. And for my floor washing, I use my Boma mop for it. These are vinyl floors that we have.
And about you I like. You're crazy for saying I should slow down, but maybe I'm escaping the love we found. There's something about you.
It feels so good to have the kitchen clean. I know that every nook and cranny is wiped down and ready to go, and I was able to start my lunch already and dinner. Or was I cooking? No, I was cooking dinner, not lunch and dinner. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe button if you're not subscribed. And I'll see you all in my next video. Thanks for watching.
About you I like. I get too drunk